Welcome back to another episode of Public Health and You with your host, Chris Dunn. Thanks for joining us for another episode here. I know times are kind of crazy with everything going on, so I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to share this time with us. During this episode, this is going to be a shorter one. I'd like to introduce our public health campaign here at NC State, focusing on making students aware of the long and short-term effects of substance abuse, as well as adding additional forums and hotlines for those suffering from addiction. We will also focus on how to avoid and reject peer pressure. We will be focusing on mainly NC State students and students in the surrounding Raleigh area, as they are the most at risk. Although the effects of substance abuse is towards both families and students, the students themselves will be the primary audience, as it is up to them for a call to action and really make a change. There's three main parts of our health communication campaign here. The first and most important being preventative, and that is the education for our students. The main aspect in the preventative is of this campaign will be conducted on the NC State College campus. We will be adding flyers and posters in most doctor's offices and health science campus billboards, as well as having added literature to be taken at many campus facilities. We hope with this increased education on the negative effects of substance abuse that this will alert students and families to the growing problem. The first and foremost goal of this campaign is also to help those already struggling with addiction. NC State is opening its health centers with additional hotlines for addiction help, along with added support in the area. The health communication campaign will also include supporting literature on avoiding peer pressure and getting a hold of addiction. We know that those already suffering from addiction, this is more of a disease than it is something that is entirely preventative, and that is how we look at it. This is not a choice and something that we take very serious and usher all those that are dealing with addiction problems at this time already. Please reach out to us. If you know anyone that is, usher them to reach out to us so we can give them the help that they so deserve. The last aspect of our health communication campaign, is going to be on avoiding peer pressure in social and personal situations. Peer pressure is one of the leading causes of students getting involved in substance abuse. Classes will be taught and literature will be added through a website and social media posts. I'd like to share a little story, as there is a reason that I decided to conduct this campaign in the first place. So my father dealt with substance abuse really his entire life and my entire childhood. His substance abuse was with alcohol, and it was something that not only very much affected him and his life, but myself, as I'm his son, and it was something that I saw on a weekly, if not daily basis. This is something that's very dear and close to my heart, and something that I feel very, very strongly upon. I'd like to end our episode today with a call to action, as our health communication campaign is beginning to take off. None of this happens without the students. We can roll out as much as we want, but without the help of our students to get the word out, to interact with physicians and with doctors when you see them, if you have any questions, to avoid peer pressure and avoid those situations that you know peer pressure is going to be valid and intimate. Those are really the big things that we're asking of our students right now, and just really helping us to get the word out on this. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to call the hotline number to our podcast. I'd love to be able to answer any questions for you. If I cannot get to you myself, I will certainly have myself help you out. Once again, if there's anyone dealing with addiction, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would love to be able to help you or any loved ones that are dealing with this. That being said, thanks so much for joining us on the episode today of Public Health and You. Very excited for this campaign, and excited to see where it takes us.